So welcome back. In this video we write a program which reads 10 real numbers and then we must show the maximum and the minimum of these numbers. So first of all, let's start by making a variable n and initialize it to 0 in order to store our user input. And I'll also make two variables, minimum, and I'll initialize it to 0, and also maximum, and I'll also initialize it to 0. So now let's take our first input from the user. So let's say cnn, and I will display a message cout, enter a number. Okay, and let's follow that by an end line. Perfect. Now we have our first number. So in order to solve this problem, we're going to suppose that the first input is the minimum and at the same time it's the maximum. Okay, now for the remaining 9 inputs, we will compare each input with minimum and maximum. Whenever we find a number less than our minimum, we will set the minimum to be that number, and whenever we find a number greater than our maximum, we will set the maximum to be that number. To do that, I'm going to start a for loop starting from int I from 1 as long as I is less than or equal to 9, because we still have 9 inputs, and I'll increment I. So I'm going to open a block of code, and in this loop also enter a number. Okay, and then we will take n from the user. Perfect. And now what we're going to do, we'll set max to be equal to, I'll use the ternary operator. So if n is greater than max, I want max to be equal to n, and else I want max to stay as it is. And I want the minimum to be equal to, also ternary operator. If n is less than minimum, I want minimum to be equal to n, and else I want to stay as it is. So this is it. And when we exit the loop, let's print max is max. Let's follow that by end line, and also we're going to print minimum is minimum. Okay, followed by an end line. Perfect. So now let's test our program. So I'm going to run it. So enter a number, so 0 9 8 5 6. Okay, we get that the maximum is 9 and the minimum is 0, and this is a correct answer. I'm going to run the program again. So let's try it with negative numbers. And as you can see, we get that the maximum is 1000 and the minimum is minus 99, and this is the correct answer. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.